Hello, it's Andy from PCR Global. I'm in Somalia currently, just doing a 1878 PSC1 and 9001 audit. I just briefly want to talk about objectives. Objectives are absolutely critical. Where are the objectives? Are they at the start, at the end? Are they after risk assessment? Are they before risk assessment? Are we linking them back to the strategic objectives of the organisation? Are they risk management objectives, departmental objectives, training objectives? So objectives are everywhere. Are they smart, specific, measurable, achievable, realistic and time bound? What are objectives? But ultimately, when you do an audit like this, if you know what you're looking for, objectives should be at a high level within the organisation, at that high level, but obviously could also be then tactical and operational as well. So, but how can a company demonstrate that? Well, the standards basically say that objectives need to be set at various levels of the organisation. They need to say who's doing what they're doing, when they're doing it by, what resources they're going to have. So some organisations will just put these in a chart, and I've been to many a location in the UK whereby these objectives don't change at all. They're just written objectives and they stay the same, and that's quite common. So the best organisations will actually use those objectives, and especially at the departmental level, they will be there to support the strategic objectives, the project objectives, the program objectives, but ultimately they're usable. They're usable to the department heads. And I often, as I've said before, will tend to put in a risk management workbook where I'll have objectives in there. And if the heads of department embrace those objectives, then they do. They are measurable. And it's not that people then going to fail to achieve them, but ultimately, if the objectives are set and they're not realistic, then ultimately that can get changed on the ground. But by having them recorded, you can, it is a cause for discussion, and those objectives could be linked back to the, as we said just now, the planning and the risk assessment or the project or whatever you're doing. But objectives, quite, I find, an overlooked subject, but a really important subject. Once you do your planning, your sort of risk management, then objectives are going to fall out of that. But remembering at all time, they should be there to support the strategic objectives or the departmental objectives. So yeah, it's an interesting subject. If you've got a management system, just have a look at it, think how you do your objectives, and if you're a departmental manager not sure of the objectives, which is quite common, then ultimately it's probably not as effective as it could be for you. So that's it, objectives. Best set: strategic, tactical and operational. Thanks for watching.